Well, heat up, big fella. That's what I'm telling Bryce Hunt here next to me. Just lately here, folks, as the man here, the man, the myth, the legend, as far as MLB goes here, Bryce Hunt has us 5-1 in the last couple of weeks. Got us on a 5-1 run in phase two of the MLB season. We're heating up, folks, as June rolls along. What's going on? Welcome back inside the Janitor's Closet. Josh Frey-Sam, and like I said, Bryce Hunt right next to me. Folks, we got three plays here for you for the day is Friday, June 14th is what we are giving you these plays for. Like I mentioned, we're on quite the streak here. We go. Let's heat up here, Bryce, and we're getting right into it here. Actually, wait, hold on. Be sure to follow the pop-up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell. Give us a follow on X at TJC Bets if you'd be so kind to do so. And folks, if the fellas are heating up, we expect to see the comment section heat up again as well. So don't be afraid. Drop a little broom in the comment section. Let us know that you're tailing the fellas, and let's get to it. Bryce, we are starting in what is, well, it's not quite our own backyard, but it is the closest geographically, I guess, kind of to us, our own backyard in a way. That we're starting at the Rogers Center with the Toronto Blue Jays here, okay, who are hosting the Cleveland Guardians, and we got two very capable pitchers on the mound for us in this one. We're going to need them to be very capable and show us their stuff, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, because we're going to be starting this show off with the Guardians and the Jays. We're taking the first five under 4.5 for 2 units. All three plays today will be 2 units. Just going off the model. The model's running hot, and when the model's running hot, you just feed it the ball like it's a dominant running back. Just keep feeding the big fella, and let's see it put in some work here. Josh, the Jays have been the league's fourth worst offense against left-handed pitching this year, which Logan Allen is for Cleveland, as he's going up against Kevin Gausman on Friday. And Kevin Gausman, as I mentioned, is coming off a complete game shutout, giving up only one run or fewer in three of his last four starts. Of course, the last one did come against Oakland, much more formidable offense in Cleveland. But still, when Gauzy gets on one of these heaters, he's one of the best in the business, as we know. Logan Allen, if you're looking at his score line, his stat sheets, he's got a little bit of an inflated ERA. He had one bad start at Coors Field in Colorado that we can kind of dismiss, which would take 7 runs off the board for him there. And then he had another one where he gave up 7, I guess. I think it was against the White Sox, which was the first week of May. And he followed that up with 2 scoreless outings. So kind of 2 ugly games have really inflated his line, but he is having a better season than his stats would say. Cleveland's offense has definitely been better than expected this year, but they're still in the bottom 3 percentage-wise for barrel and hard hit percentages. Great for Kevin Gausman, who likes to keep the ball on the ground, trust his defense, which is one of the best in the league. So hopefully we shouldn't be hurt by the home run ball. We know the Jays don't hit home runs. Cleveland will hit a home run, but with Gausman keeping the ball low, you're hoping that those barrel percentages and hard hit rates can kind of keep into this. And then the Jays just, like, some of the hitters on the Jays have like historically bad numbers. I know Bo Bichette's one of them, just like historically really, really fighting the battle against left-handed pitchers. So first play of the day, first 5 innings under 4.5 for Toronto and Cleveland.
All right, and we are in the AL East, obviously, with that matchup, those Toronto Blue Jays. And let's stay in the AL East here for an all-division matchup. We got those New York Yankees, man, who they are remaining as hot as anyone in the league atop the AL East there. They are heading over to there in Fenway still, pardon me, to take on those the Boston Red Sox. What do we got over there?
Yeah, it's always fun when baseball's best rivalry gets going for a weekend series here at Old Fenway Park there. But in this case, we're going to have the road team kind of spoiling the party there. We're going to be taking the New York Yankees first 5 innings, -0.5 for 2 units here. Josh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This Yankees team it's a wagon right now. We know that they had a little bit of a battle with the Dodgers last weekend, but this weekend they're going to get their rivals. And if they're going to want to win that division, we know they're going to be competing with Baltimore all year. These are the games that they're going to have to win. This is going to be Luis Gil and Brian Bayo. And Luis Gil just gave up more than one run in a start for the first time since April 26th. He's been incredible for them after kind of starting the year a little bit slow. He's found his command. And even last start, I mentioned it was the first one he gave up more than a run. It came against those Los Angeles Dodgers, who we know their offense can be, a joke at times to face for any pitcher. So he's been phenomenal. Velocities, the spins, he's been everything they could have asked for in the absence of Garrett Cole. Um, so we're going to be riding with him. Brian Bayo, he hasn't given up less than 3 earned runs in 6 starts. So he's been having a tough time there. We know what the Yankees offense can do. We've talked about that lineup on this show before. They score the third most runs in the entire league, and we're going to have them in their first 5 minus a half against Boston in a big divisional matchup on Friday to start this series off.
Love to see it there. Yeah, let's hope that one gets out of hand nice and quick for us in favor of the Fells. Let's head over to the Midwest now, and we got a couple of teams who haven't necessarily been darlings of the show by any mean. You know what I mean? With the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers, a couple appearances each for them. But we are going to be looking at this matchup. The Brewers, who are playing some decent baseball this season, top the NL Central. They're hosting obviously their division rivals. A couple of noteworthy pitchers on the mound here. What do we got over there, Cincinnati and Milwaukee?
Apologies to the NL Central. It's tough. They're all very similar teams. Pittsburgh obviously started off hot. Milwaukee is looking good. Cincinnati young and fun. Cubs, once they get that bullpen going, we don't know. So it has been quiet on the NL Central, but we're gonna get our feet wet here with Hunter Green and Freddie Peralta going Friday. It's been a roller coaster year for Freddie Peralta. He was unreal out of the gates. I really thought that this was finally going to be the year that I think a lot of people were really, he's had like top 10, top 15 potential in the starting pitching market for what feels like forever. And he's either gotten injured or just hasn't lived up to it. And when he got off to that start, I really thought he was finally going to fulfill that potential. But it's kind of been a roller coaster for him. He's bounced between good outings and bad outings. And when it's been bad for him, it's been the control, right? He's walked the entire lineup. That's kind of been what's killing him. We're going to hope for some good command on Friday. And he's going to be going against Hunter Green, who's already given up 9 runs this month in his 2 outings. So both of those came against the Cubs. So it's hard to tell if like the book's out on him or if it's just the Cubs seeing him well, kind of what's going on there. So this play, full transparency, folks, like this is a model play. Like the model says Milwaukee's going to win the first 5 by 3 innings. We're going to give you the outlying stats, and we're going to keep feeding this model as we're going to take Milwaukee's first 5 minus 0.0 for 2 units here for our third and final play of the day for Friday, June 14th.
Man, I love it when we got plays here, when we got the slate rolling, especially at the end of the work week. And we've had some success at the end of work weeks in the past, man. And let's keep this thing rolling. 5-1 run, folks. Let's keep this thing going, and hopefully we can bring out some brooms the next time we are on your screens. Let's recap these plays real quick. Toronto and the Cleveland Guardians under 4.5, and we're going to go the New York Yankees first 5 minus a half at Boston. And finally, we're wrapping up our slate here on Friday, June 14th, with the Milwaukee Brewers winning the first 5 innings, hosting the Cincinnati Reds here, minus 0.0. Let's have a day, Bryce. Let's keep this thing going, folks. Again, if you'd be so kind, leave a comment if you're tailing the fellas. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this thing going, Bryce, and we'll be back with the folks sooner than rather than later, I hope.
Yes, sir. Hopefully this weekend we'll get some more plays out. Keep it locked on X if there's a short slate or we just don't have time, whatever that may be, and we'll keep this thing rolling into next week.
Yes, Sirski. All righty, folks. We will see you guys next time. Take care.